the latch mechanism doesn't work, so I can't open the tailgate from behind. I'm thinking that it's the button that you press on the outside for it to open inside, because the button's very stiff. It should be nice and free, so you can press it in and out even when the door's locked. It's definitely not stuck in the open position, because the door doesn't open, and also the central locking works. Normally the central locking doesn't work when something's open. The central locking won't work. So what I'm going to try and do is prise these off. And yes, if you're wondering, I am sitting in the car, and it's hella comfy. Okay. There's one click down, many more to go. Voila, trim is now off, so now we can have a look at this bad boy and see what the problem is. I believe that this white lever here is what makes the handle, the latch open and close. Okay, so that opens. So it opens, that's good. And it shuts. Okay, so I'm going to go with the micro switch. I'm going to say it's a little switch thing that's not responding. Yeah, still not going. So I think the button is at fault, because if you come and have a look at this one, I can press that in. That's pressing in and out, that is, even with it locked. So that's how it should be. But this one is really firm. There's no actual button to press in. It's really firm. So let's see if we can swap that bad boy. And after a few days of waiting, I've finally got the new switch. That's the old one. I've already taken the old switch off. And the new one looks slightly different to this one. As you can see, this is an original Mazda one, but I bought a good one from eBay for about £6. So let me show you what I did. So to take that one off, we'll head over here, and I will point it out here. So this is your locking mechanism here that opens and closes the tailgate. But the thing that we changed is the micro switch, which is just behind there. So this is your micro switch here, and this is like a horseshoe clip sort of that holds this in place to stop it from moving. All you want to do is get a longish flathead, and what you want to do is prise between there and then flick up like that as hard as you can and get this horseshoe clip off. If it's the first time this switch has come off, it's going to be very difficult to take it off, but it will eventually budge. So just give it some force, and it should come off. Once you've got that switch off, then this micro switch pops out from the exterior, not the interior. It pops out the exterior. So what you want to do is, before you start, there's this switch here, this bit. You want to take that off from the switch first of all. Just a nice little connector, so just push down on there, that'll open it up. The reason it's this way around is because the lead for the new one is shorter than the original one. So what I've had to do is turn this bad boy round so it's still mounted into the thing and not actually floating. So what you'll find is this switch here should be on this side, but because the cable for the new one doesn't reach, I've had to swap it round so it's still mounted and still secure. And then once you've done that and you've got that all in place, then you should be able to just open the boot like so. What you want to do as well is just double check that the switch works first of all. So take the old switch out, plug the new one in, and just test to see when you press the top, does the micro switch activate? If it does like that, then you're onto a winner. But yeah, as you can see, slightly different, but it does the job. Nice easy job for a Sunday. And then all you've got to do in reverse order is put this trim back on, line it up, and pop the clips back in. Now that we've done that, and this repair is nice and easy, and even you can do it yourself. Nothing too strenuous about this. I mean, it's totally different if you've got to change the latch or something like that, if the latch isn't working. But on this occasion, the latch is working perfectly. The common fault with this is inside the connector, it can get corroded. Water gets in there, it can corrode, and as you can probably see there, that button is solid. I can't even press it in or out, so it's not activating the switch in it, and it's not sending a signal. So yeah, just fit these back in reverse order as you took them off, and job's a good one. You can get on, use your boot, and carry on with your days in this awesome car. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and also if you found it useful, make sure to like also. There's going to be a few of these videos, informational videos on how to do things, so make sure you stick around, subscribe if you wish, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.